Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Episode 6. It's time to go to work. Jerk of All Trades podcast. Ray, what's up, man?
Oh, man, we have an absolutely awesome show lined up for you guys today.
We are jam-packed, stacked to the max. We got a little bit of Ja Rule, stranding people on a deserted island.
That's going to be a fun one. Everybody's talking about that.
Yeah, man.
We're going to be talking too.
Netflix is getting hacked.
They got hacked by the Dark Lord.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Dark Lord.
Probably could have chose a better show to hack, but you know what? He did it anyway, so we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun one. UFC 211.
211.
Little Eddie the Jerk breakdown coming up. NBA playoffs.
I'll talk about that.
And a whole bunch of other stuff. Stay tuned for this final segment. We got tech talk. We got fucking funny talk. We got good-ass stories.
We got everything.
Stick with us. We're
Jerk
sticking
of all
with
trades.
Speaking of funny stories.
Yes.
The blowjob robot.
The blowjob robot was...
I need to know, Ray. Tell me right now.
It was...
Are we getting a blowjob robot or not?
You know what? I'm going to tell you what. I'm actually a little concerned that we might not be getting the blowjob robot.
No! Come on, guys.
So last week we talked about it in what was probably one of the most fun segments that we've done on the show yet.
News story of all time.
Yes, the stories just seem to flow into the stratosphere of this world, and we find them in the least expected spots. So we found out about Arlen Robotics is building this thing. It's the Model 1.0 service droid, and this thing is absolutely horrifying and maybe pleasurable.
Horrifying in a great way.
But we don't know because it hasn't been crowdfunded
I have
quite yet.
horrifying erection.
Yes.
For the blowjob robot.
I have an erection that's going to last the entire 17 days that this thing has left, and I'm pretty upset because they really haven't made much traction since last week. They're looking for 12,500. Once again, you know what? I think I said last week I was going to look up and see what this currency was, and I still don't quite know. So it's
come on, guys.
Germany's currency, I think.
The blowjob robot needs to come to life.
So I need to come to life, and I need to come in the
blowjob robot
weird,
lives matter.
Scary fucking mouth. So this is true. I don't know if we want to go down that road. That was questionable for Kendall Jenner. So we'll talk about her a little bit later too.
Kendall Jenner.
Yes.
Did she do the Ja Rule thing or what? What's up with her?
Yeah, she's involved with that, but we'll leave that as a teaser for this point. But
cool, yeah. So blowjob robot about halfway there.
So yeah, 5832 out of 12,500, and it's got 17 days left. So
we got some time left.
It can still become a reality.
Yes,
and I need it to be a reality because we have said it. We said it last week. We're going to say it again. If this thing becomes a reality, we're going to get one of these fucking things, and we're going to have the Jerk of All Trades, Arlen Robotics Model 1.0 service droid head thing exclusive first look.
I just want to know how to clean that shit up because I'm a big proponent of not making too much of a mess.
You can take the hair off, and I'm sure you can like douche the mouth or something along that line.
I can find the remote control better that way without the hair.
Maybe that's like one of the jump ups on the funding. There will be like a special like cleaning device for this thing.
Yeah, I definitely want to email these guys and figure out if I can get the remote control.
Yeah, and you know what? We may actually look into doing that. I'm going to see. There's got to be some sort of contact information. Eddie wants the reach around remote, and
no. I want the remote control where my hands are behind my head, and I'm just like clicking it. I just got that click. You know.
Well, you need one hand to be able to utilize the airflow modular on the back of the neck. So
I'll just use that DARPA to download the my favorite blowjob styles into my ex-girlfriend's brain. This is I don't have to do anything.
This is the future. That's more teasers, and the blowjob robot does not tease. It's got multiple different settings, and it will make you happy.
It'll make a man out of you for sure.
It will definitely make a really, really weird man out of you. So I'll tell you what. Blowjob robot, we're gonna
Arlen Robotics.
We're gonna catch up with it next week. We
will be checking.
We have at least 2 more episodes that we can talk about the updates on this thing, and hopefully this thing is gonna fucking happen. So
hell yeah,
let's make it happen, guys. So yeah, Cinco de Mayo. We got a fun fucking show. We got a couple margaritas. Actually, Eddie. Once again, every week we're breaking Eddie's cherry, and if the blowjob robot becomes a reality, we might do that again. First time Eddie gets
be a cherry breaker.
gets a beach from blowjob robot. So, but he's.
Are you telling me you haven't had a blowjob from a robot yet?
I have not yet.
I'm disappointed.
I have been waiting for it. My game is not that strong. With the robot.
It's easy with the robot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So we're drinking a little margarita action. How's the margarita going for you, man? I know you've had tequila before. Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
It's great. Tastes delicious. Even though I doubled down on the liquor content the first time around, but
yeah, you know,
I'm prone to these mistakes as a virgin.
You know who else made a couple mistakes in the past couple weeks here?
Oh God! Don't tell me,
Mr. Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
And I don't remember what his first name is, but his last name is McFarlane. Fucking dude who created some like millennial specific rich boy credit card. So let's talk about the Fyre Festival, man. This is a big one in the fucking news, and
I can't believe this shit happened.
It is it's pretty fucking ridiculous. So yeah, basically,
bottom line, I'm never going to an island without sufficient blowjob robots. Supposedly
an island that Mr. Pablo Escobar, that was one of the selling features of this thing, amongst a bunch of other dumb shit. I guess Blink-182 is going to be there.
Oh man,
a bunch of other bands. I mean, I've heard Blink-182, but I don't know who the fuck these other guys are because I'm old and shit. But yeah, I guess these tickets cost a fuck ton of money, between $2,500 to like $250,000. Private yachts and shit to go to this music festival, and it was just a complete disaster. There's a whole fucking timeline online where they basically break down why it was so fucked up, and so they were trying to cancel inbound flights for this thing because I guess they had one shitty stage. They had
so basically these millennials are going to an island somewhere.
And they're rich, too. Let's not forget.
Super rich millennials. And they're going to an island to see a bunch of bands.
Yes.
A bunch of new music artists.
Right.
And what happens next?
For a very exclusive, fucking awesome festival. And what happens next is not all that cool. Basically, they get there, and the accommodations are not what the promo packages show. So they get there, and they're
hard subject to change.
Yeah, they basically canceled the thing. There's no fucking musical artist there. There's one shitty stage that's dilapidated. There's no accommodations for where to stay. There's actually, not even kidding you, repurposed FEMA tents for these motherfuckers. Ooh. So they've got
not a big fan of those FEMA tents.
They got nowhere to stay. I guess the food situation was a little questionable. I'll let Eddie talk about that. You got people apparently who passed out from dehydration, and they were thrown inside of some sort of room and chained in like they were going to turn into zombies or something.
Jesus Christ.
So, and crowd control started coming in with Ja Rule. He had like an iPhone note that he put out, kind of explaining the situation and why it wasn't his fault, and that they shouldn't be trying to get off the island with their own accommodations, that they're going to send planes for them, but that was a whole fucked up thing as well. So yeah, just what an absolute fucking, this is one of those stories where like we talked about it, and it's like, I mean, it almost doesn't seem real, but apparently it maybe is. I don't know, the fake news thing going around, but it's just so good goddamn ridiculous that
I can't believe they're giving these guys a cheese sandwich. Where's my goddamn money?
It is the most
pathetic $250,000. You give me a fucking piece of bread with a fucking piece of cheese?
It looks really, the picture is
and
so
like
humorous.
A 3-week-old tomato and some old ass lettuce?
It is.
What the fuck is this shit?
It is so humorous to look at this cheese sandwich. Like the cheese is like not even, situated on the bread.
I gotta be honest. If I'm stuck on this island, I'm the bully of the cheese sandwich.
Yes.
I'm getting
I want all the goddamn
sandwiches.
Cheese sandwiches. There's so much more ridiculous. I saw pictures of people that were swimming with just like wild pigs and stuff, which honestly kind of looked sort of cool. And for the most part, I would probably rather see that than a Blink-182 concert in 2017. But yeah, it was just what a totally fucked up experience. There's so much more to this now. I guess Seth Rogen came out and he is making a movie about this very subject already. So all the other writers out there that are like racing to write this terrible movie, he's letting you know he's already beaten you to that. So I guess a bunch of people are fucking suing these people now. So yeah, this is just, man, it is so fucked up. And the crazy thing to me is that they're actually trying to give vouchers to these people for 2018.
Oh yeah.
like
give me my deluxe package for next year.
Like, come on, man. The Fyre Festival is set ablaze. It's fucking done and burned to the goddamn ground. Just accept it. And yet somehow they're like still trying to make this a
Maybe
thing.
I get 2 pieces of cheese on my fucking sandwich
next year. The
3 pieces.
If you over 100 grand, you get any type of cheese you want. Jeez. It doesn't have to be American. It doesn't have to be Swiss. It could be fucking Gouda.
People having too much time on their hands.
Right.
If you're going to a concert out in the fucking islands, you got too much fucking time.
I think the biggest problem with this is that you have someone, and hey, maybe someone can tell me more about the festival. What the fuck is his first name? I don't know.
McFarland.
Yeah, McFarland, not the guy that created
asshole McFarland.
Yeah, not the guy that created
Spawn?
What the hell is that show? The Family Guy.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were talking about Spawn.
No. That's Todd McFarlane. I don't think this is him either. But basically, you have someone that's just got a shit ton of money, and he's like, fuck, I want to make a fucking music festival, and I want fucking yachts, and I want all these bands and all, and then
it's only the dopes that never had to work for a living. The trust fund babies that actually go to this stupid shit.
Right. You know what?
They can post it on their Instagram.
Right. And even the tragedy of this, like, all these people are like seemingly savoring this. Like, this is the biggest struggle that these people have ever had in their lives. Like, I mean, we don't really know what the situation there was, and like, really was it as horrible as they made it out to be? I mean, I'm sure it sucked and it was shitty and they spent a lot of money to do it, but I'm sure it's not that big of a deal for them. It's not like they're not paying their fucking mortgage on their fucking but exclusive condo in New York or whatever.
Dumbasses don't know how to live, though.
Yeah,
they don't know how to survive.
They don't. And so, you know what? This is actually a brilliant idea for a reality show. Like, we took 50,000 rich millennials and we threw them on an island where they thought they were going to see a bunch of musical acts, but instead they have to battle against wild boars and they have to fight for the last cheese sandwich. So
yeah, dude, find a way to survive and make fire and kill some shit.
Seth Rogen, you're making the movie. I'm making the reality show. So
nice.
And the other thing I wanted to touch base on with this is Kendall Jenner and her connection. I guess she was one of the co-funders of this, and she's had some problems recently. Her old Pepsi ad that didn't go over all that well, and we determined that Pepsi solves all. And so she actually got paid $363,000 for one Instagram post for the Fyre Festival, and I'm guessing she sort of regrets that. Her fucking PR right now is like basically like the Fyre Festival, burned to the fucking ground. Man. But she'll come out of this because
there's only one way out. That's to give Kanye West a blowjob.
Yes, this is true.
Just do something so absurd that people completely forget about the shitty
She needs a sex tape.
Yeah.
There's no other way around it.
There's no way out.
There is only one. There is no way out, and it's the way in.
Yeah, that's right. You got to be so absurd.
She needs a sex tape.
It kills the absurdity of what you're really doing.
And this is just. This story is just so fucking ridiculous, and
I should have done more research on Kendall Jenner before this.
I'm gonna be honest with you on the Pepsi story that we did. I barely knew who the fuck she was. If there was a lineup of a bunch of chicks that looked sort of similar, I wouldn't know who the fuck Kendall Jenner is. I mean, I basically know who she is, but I kind of avoid the whole Kardashian thing. Not my cup of tea, kind of the opposite of, the people
she walked in the room, I probably wouldn't know who she is. I mean, if she was at the same
I think she would let you know, and I think that she probably wouldn't be in the same room as you.
Well, she'd probably be the chick with fucking bodyguards standing all around.
Yes. This is true. So, yeah, what a fucking ridiculous story. And fucking Fyre Festival, give it up. 2018, if you were...
Ja Rule, what's his connection to all this? Is he the one that's getting sued?
Ja Rule is actually getting sued for this as well.
Yeah.
He was one of the, I don't know, the founders or whatever the fuck he was. But yeah, you know what?
He said it was very unfortunate.
When we first started talking about this, I was like, man, maybe we should start to listen to a couple Ja Rule songs, and then we have a couple of some jokes that we can tell about names of his songs and stuff, and then we realized that all Ja Rule songs pretty much suck, and we gave up very, very quickly. So yeah,
that's not very nice.
I mean,
his first album was dope. Even if he was trying to sound like a remake of DMX there.
Yeah, probably a little bit. So I bet he kind of he would probably wish he was DMX right now because DMX doesn't have his own festival that turned to absolute tragedy.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, I'm sure Ja Rule's probably got a bunch of money. Usually, people that make really shitty commercial music like that do.
He says it wasn't a scam and it wasn't his fault. So
of course,
that'd be the exact same thing I would say.
Right. I was thinking, not a lot of people would be like, actually, this was my fault. I fucked up. I'm sorry, guys. Like, no. So yeah. So that's
no final thoughts on that shit. Just a complete clusterfuck of fuckery.
Definitely a clusterfuck. What else?
If you got $250,000 and you're going to an island to see a concert, you got to figure out what you're doing.
Right. You need to get your fucking ducks in a row, and your priorities are fucked up. So you know what else was a fucked up situation this past week? Why don't you hit them with some Netflix stuff. We actually haven't talked about Netflix yet. Obviously,
you're talking about the Dark Overlord?
The Dark Overlord.
There was a Dark Overlord hacking into Netflix.
Do you think he was actually a Dark Overlord, or do you think he was just
he's more Overlord than
I don't want to talk too much shit about him because he probably
might hack into our shit.
He could definitely probably hack into our shit.
Maybe he can hack into our Instagram and give us another 500 million followers.
I don't know that he would do that, but maybe he would. So.
He hacked into Netflix.
Yes.
And carried out the whole first 10 episodes of season 5 of Orange is the New Black.
Making a Murderer, Black Mirror, House of Cards. No, I was just naming shows that would have been, actually.
I've never seen this show.
Netflix might actually be like, no, you know what? They're fucking Netflix. They could just be like, oh, you're going to. So apparently he was like blackmailing them that. An undisclosed. I thought I had read $1 million, but then some other thing I read said it was just an undisclosed amount. But he wanted a bunch of money, so he didn't leak season 5 of. Well, not even the whole thing. I didn't even realize that.
How funny would it be if Kendall Jenner was the Dark Overlord?
Oh my god! I'm gonna guess that she doesn't have any good goddamn clue how to even do anything on a computer. So there's no way that she's doing this. But
never know.
I mean, the most ridiculous aspect of this to me is. First off, who fucking cares? I can't tell you how many people I saw online that were like, I would rather just like wait until it comes out because I don't want to download it. And I mean, if I gave a shit about Orange is the New Black, I would.
Well, isn't this unprecedented though? Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, never been hacked before.
Absolutely. So
this is a first.
HBO has actually had major issues. Game of Thrones is like the most fucking pirated show of all goddamn time. So this really hasn't hit Netflix yet, and Netflix is really stepping up their game with the exclusivity. They've got Dave.
They're cracking down.
They've got Dave Chappelle has got like
like the originals,
right? The originals, like literally. So I've actually been a Netflix subscriber since it was only just the discs. So I
remember those.
I have been a subscriber since about 2002.
Wait, no, I don't. I'm hip.
So I don't
remember that at all.
I'm actually hip. I'm much hipper than you.
I only know about my Netflix app.
That was my hipster cred right there. So, but yeah, that's actually true. So
I actually miss the DVD days.
I really do, and
those are cool days.
I kept it for a long time because you know what? I'm a movie connoisseur, and there was a lot of stuff that you couldn't get on the streaming, especially at the beginning. And still, this.
Well, you know what I love about the DVD? Unless it's scratched or like damaged.
I've gotten that before.
Yeah, it's seamless. The quality, the audio's great, the video's great, and for the whole fucking 2 or 3 hours, you get a great movie. But with the streaming, you never know what's going to happen.
It's contingent on your bandwidth and all that stuff and your internet connection. So
definitely a big fan of the hard copies.
But Netflix has really been stepping it up. Adam Sandler, who I can't say I've liked an Adam Sandler movie in about 20 years, but all of his movies exclusively go to Netflix now. You've got Dave Chappelle's got a stand-up special. I just read that Norm Macdonald, one of my favorite stand-ups of all time, has got a Netflix special. Louis C.K., Amy Schumer, who I'm not a big fan of, but she's got one. Every time I turn this thing on, there's a new TV show, a new movie, something new, and I'm just honestly blown away every time I go on Netflix. And so Netflix has really become, a hotbed and really superseded Netflix, television.
Yeah, they really seem like a fan favorite. So for someone to hack
right.
It makes you wonder if it was like a competing company,
or what if this was some sort of inside job? Because I mean, let's be honest here.
Oh, publicity.
There's 5 seasons of Orange is the New Black. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I barely knew what this fucking show was, and I was definitely avoiding it. Some people have said it's good, and if you think it's good, maybe tell us it is. But not really something that I would normally be looking at. And so, I mean, it's crazy.
Well, this is kind of like a chick flick.
I think so. I've talked to a couple dudes though that said that they, you would think of it as that, and that it's actually better than that, but it's not something that's interests me. But it's really, that's what you decided that you were going to go after, like season 5 of Orange is the New Black. How many people do you think are like canceling their Netflix subscription because the episodes of Orange is the New Black is online, and it's not even the whole thing. It's only like 10 of the 13 episodes. So obviously,
that's a little weird.
He called Netflix's fucking, Netflix called his fucking bluff, and guess what? They didn't respond to anybody's request for comments. They didn't give a fuck about the Dark Overlord, and so they basically said, fuck you. We don't give a shit, and we're fucking Netflix, and we're one of the biggest companies out there, and we do whatever the fuck we want to do, and we don't give a shit because, they've got a great business model.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I think that's the big thing with HBO is that, so HBO's big struggle with Game of Thrones was basically the reason why it was pirated so much. And obviously you're never going to stop piracy completely. No. But the big problem with it is that there was not a good way for people that didn't have HBO to be able to watch Game of Thrones. The only way that you could watch it is to actually have cable, have HBO, then you had to have the HBO app. And so people were like, fuck, I don't want to pay for cable, but I want to watch Game of Thrones. What am I going to do? Yeah. I'm going to fucking download it. And I'll tell you what, for me, as someone who's been pirating content, I probably shouldn't be saying on my podcast. You might not
want to admit that right here.
For a friend of mine,
allegedly,
my friend has been pirating stuff for a long time.
Kendall Jenner's been pirating your Game of Thrones.
Allegedly, probably. So the reason why I did it is because it was, I mean, I haven't had cable in forever, and like for music, for example, the reason why I pirated music is because I didn't want to have to constantly keep. Right, or the reason why my friend allegedly did, or my swim on the drug forums, did it because it was inconvenient. But you know what? Now that we have Spotify and I have Apple Music, I can literally have any new music that I want and stream it. And so I basically never do that anymore, and I pay for that service. So I think that's like HBO adapted too. Now they have HBO Go, and so now you can just get that. And my friend still allegedly pirates Game of Thrones, but I mean, still, HBO doesn't have that much good shit. But I'm paying for Netflix, so if I wanted to watch Orange is the New Black, season 5, 10 of the 13 episodes, I would probably do it on Netflix. As opposed to downloading it online.
The Dark Overlord.
So I mean, he tried, but I think this is definitely, it sets a precedent. And going forward, what if there's a much bigger show like that and someone's going to leak it online? Because you know what, normally shit leaks online when it comes out right away, or sometimes a little bit early, but this is kind of unprecedented, and it leaked so early, and trying to basically blackmail Netflix over it, and it didn't work for him. But maybe next time, Dark Overlord, maybe it might happen for you. So
time, buddy.
That's about all I have to say on the Netflix thing. But so
that was a first. You know what else is a first?
What is a first, Eddie?
A fucking ad.
An ad
on the fucking Jerk of All Trades.
Enjoy the very first ad on the Jerk of All Trades podcast.
Before our first break, I'm going to hit you with this ad for Turf Monkey.
Boom.
Facebook.com/Turf Monkeys, where you can contact them at. It's the summertime, or it's springtime.
Summertime.
The weather's getting better. Grass is getting long.
Yes, it is.
You got to take care of that shit.
Yes, you do.
Your neighbor's got that nice grass, and you ain't got that nice grass.
You want it.
Who are you going to call?
The fucking Joneses, man. You got to beat them.
You got to be the Jones. You can't keep up with them. You got to set the tone.
Yes.
That's where Turf Monkey comes into play.
Turf Monkey. Tell me about them.
Facebook.com/Turf Monkey. You can contact them there. You can check out their pictures on Instagram.com/
They do it upright, man. They do it upright.
Turf Monkey Lawn Care. Instagram.com/Turf Monkey Lawn Care. They are professional fertilization and weed control. Like I was saying earlier, man, just kick your feet up and let Turf Monkey do all the work. They take pride in what they do. They take their time and they do it professionally. You will not be disappointed. And if you tell them that the Jerk of All Trades podcast sent you, you get an extra 10% off.
Look at that.
Yard applications starting as low as $34.99. Who can't afford that these days?
Come on, man. I mean, for the tightest lawn in the neighborhood, that's a fucking steal. And you're getting 10% off.
Yeah, I wouldn't even give the Dark Lord Overlord $34.99 for
He is not hacked.
But I will give it to him for my motherfucking Turf Monkey. So like I said, you're getting professional service at a great value, and they will make your yard look bananas.
It will be the shit. So
Turf Monkey,
yes.
I'm actually having them over tomorrow. I'm very excited about it, and I know they're going to do a great job.
Yes.
So let's hit that break.
All right,
and we'll be back after this music.
All right,
stick with us.
Little music in your ear. Break. Jerk of All Trades podcast, episode number 6. We are back in your ear holes and maybe in some of your other holes. So yeah, look out for us. We are like a fungus in your holes.
Don't act like you don't like it.
Yeah, you like it, we like it, so it's all good. As long as everybody is good with it, we're all happy. So we're back. We got a lot of other fun topics that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk UFC. We're going to talk NBA playoffs. We're going to talk about some interesting little tech and science shit. But I wanted to come back. Wanted to give you guys a little social media plug once again, and wanted to thank you guys for all of your support, for listening to the podcast, likes, shares, tweets, anything related to the show. We really appreciate it. And you know what? Tell your friends, man. Like, if you like the show, if you like what we're doing, definitely continue supporting us, and we will support you guys.
Hell yeah.
And let us, hit us up, and we're going to give you all the ways that you can do that. And
like I said before, if you're rocking with us, we're going to rock with you the whole way through.
Absolutely. You know what? We want this show to be interactive, and we want you guys to be involved. So here's the different ways you can do that. So if you want to listen to the show right now, you're gonna hit us up on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Jerk of All Trades podcast. Do want to mention as well that we are working on a website, and we are working on iTunes and RSS feed, so you'll be able to get us on all of your favorite
Watch out now.
podcast apps like Stitcher and all that such things. So if you don't know what SoundCloud is and you've been living under a rock, we're going to have other ways for you to get the podcast and listen to it and love what we do.
But for right now, SoundCloud.
Right. But right now, SoundCloud, Jerk of All Trades podcast. The Facebook is Jerk of All Trades podcast. So hit us up there. Give us a like, share.
We reply quickly.
Yes. 100% responsive rate. So we will definitely get back to you. Twitter, all the tweets are there. JOAT podcast is where you can find us there. Instagram, funny pictures, teasers. We got our new episodes are pretty much going to be dropping every Thursday night. So if you want teasers in the coming days before that, we're going to give them to you there.
Instagram is fun. I like Instagram.
Yes, it is definitely my favorite social media platform. So definitely look us up there and get all the teasers and such. YouTube, if you're not liking SoundCloud right now, YouTube is another option. I've been putting those up there. Nice little picture in the background, our new logo now, so it looks even pretty. So youtube.com, and then just search Jerk of All Trades podcast. All the episodes will be put up there. So
there's also an app called TubeMate, and I don't know if I know it's for smartphones. I don't know about computers.
Yeah,
you can use TubeMate. Download that shit, and you can download our podcast on YouTube. So if you can download, or if you don't
Very
feel like
cool.
sitting through it the first way through
Yeah.
on YouTube, download that motherfucker.
There you go.
Through TubeMate.
Another workaround, and we will definitely have more ways to get the podcast to you. So
hell yeah. Just listen to that motherfucker.
Yes. And then finally, anything you want to tell us about, suggestions, ideas, hate mail, love mail, anything like that. If you want to give us money, if you're an advertiser, whatever, hit us up on our email, which is jerkofalltrades@gmail.com. So those are all the different ways that you can hit us up. And I'll tell you what, there are some people that are going to be hit up very shortly on May 13th. It is UFC.
Ooh.
UFC
transition
number 211
Fucking love it,
is
Ray.
coming.
That was great.
Thank you. So yeah, Eddie is I'm
hyped for this.
Eddie's gonna run this show, and
UFC 211.
I'm gonna ask some questions and stuff. He is definitely the resident expert on this. So
yeah,
throw to Eddie
try.
And tell me
UFC
what's up, man.
Live Saturday. May 13th, Dallas, Texas. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
UFC Heavyweight Championship. Stipe Miocic versus Junior Dos Santos. This is a rematch.
Okay. I was going to ask, what was the story on this?
These two have fought each other before. I like both these guys, but I thought Stipe won the first fight. I believe it was a split decision.
Who is the champion in this scenario?
The champion right now is Stipe Miocic.
Okay. He's
been on the rise for a while now. And he could have been champion earlier had the decision gone his way against Junior Dos Santos in their main event fight on Fox about a year or so ago, about a year and a half ago. But May 13th, next Saturday, they're fighting again. The odds on this fight are almost dead even. Stipe Miocic is a slight favorite. Oh man, it's a hard fight to call, man. It's a hard fight to call.
Let me know, man. I got to know where I put my money. Who do I put my money on? Because I don't know anything about this.
Here's the deal.
What do I do
with the heavyweights, man? It can go either way.
You know what? You definitely you were schooling me a little bit on that, and found out that there's not the most pay-per-view wins in a row by a UFC heavyweight champion is two. That's it.
And
there was what was it?
Cain Velasquez and Brock Lesnar. Only two.
There was a featherweight champion that we were watching that was he had the title for like 5 years, 4 years.
Oh yeah, that's probably Jose Aldo.
Yeah,
he had it for like 6 years.
So
I think.
Definitely a little bit different than the
heavyweights, man.
They throw big punches, man. We do too, but
one of my favorite quotes is from a UFC heavyweight. He said, "Big guys, small gloves. Someone's going to fall."
There you go. Absolutely.
Someone's going to fall.
So who's going to fall in this?
This is the exact same deal here. I am going with the champion,
Stipe
Miocic.
Okay. Put your money there.
I will not pick a finish. I will pick decision.
Okay.
Because Junior's tough. Both these guys are tough. They went to decision last time. I know they're the heavyweights. Going under on the heavyweights is always popular, but I can't do it here. Stipe definitely has the wrestling advantage.
Will this end up, do you think, on the ground, or is this going to be more of a kind of a throwdown?
It's hard to say. Yeah. The last fight was all throw down.
Okay.
Punches, kicks, everything. But it was
always an exciting one.
Mainly a boxing match last time. This should be good. It depends if Stipe tries to go the George St. Pierre route, kind of go boring-ish since he's the champion now.
Okay.
But I don't think he will do that because he's been knocking motherfuckers out.
Well, hopefully
he's got that magic touch, man. Yeah. He touches your chin and you fall.
Michael Jackson had that magic touch too, but yeah.
Yeah, and
not the same thing.
Junior Dos Santos, I would give the speed advantage to. Size-wise, they're just about the same. Stamina goes to both guys. Both guys have gone 5 rounds. Toughness and chin, I may have to go Stipe there, but it's close. It's super close.
Should be a good fight, man.
And so I'm going Stipe, but honestly, I don't care. Yeah. I don't care who wins.
Want to see a good fight.
I just want to see a fucking fight, man. And with those two, you're getting it.
Yeah.
If you don't watch UFC 211, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the heavyweight title, and these guys have fought before. It's a rematch, and you are gonna get your money.
All the markings of a great UFC heavyweight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fight,
so also in the co-main event, we have another championship match. Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Jessica Andrade.
I am so glad you're running this because there's no way I could pronounce these goddamn names.
Joanna is also known as Joanna Champion, so you can call her Joanna Champion.
Okay.
she's fucking in Florida hanging out with fucking Superfly, Victoria's Secret supermodels, doing the fucking wasabi challenge on Instagram,
which we call last week. We called them out. We said we wanted to see
I don't know
people.
if we called them out, but
we didn't call them out.
Certainly
but
stepped up.
We called the listeners out to do the wasabi challenge. So
big ups to fucking Joanna
up.
Champion for stepping up on the wasabi challenge. That was cool as fuck. Yeah. I'm impressed.
Absolutely.
This chick has fucking gonads the size of a fucking bull, and she ain't afraid of nobody.
Nope.
So this is another close fight. This is another super close fight. Joanna Champion is about 1.5 favorite, a little bit more on certain sites. She should win this fight, but here's the problem I've always had with Joanna. She's a striker. And Jessica Andrade is a very strong wrestler, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. If she can get this fight to the ground, Joanna is in big trouble. Big trouble. And Jessica Andrade, she's not afraid to get hit. She's not one of those girly girls that like kind of.
I can't imagine many UFC ladies are.
No, they're not. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
But some more than others, I'm sure.
Like you ever see chick fights, at the bar, out and about. It's like this is not going to be one of those kind of fights.
Probably not. I mean, they're professionals and such. But
these chicks are pros all the way.
Yeah.
This might end up being a striking match, and if it does go down as a striking match, Joanna has most likely got this unless she gets cracked. Jessica Andrade has very good power. Joanna has got the reach. She's got the size. She does not have the wrestling, though. Definitely give the wrestling to Jessica Andrade. The striking, more diverse strikes from Joanna, but I would give the power striking to Andrade. Toughness, Joanna's gone 5 rounds numerous times. She's been cracked before. I don't think she's ever been knocked down, but I could be mistaken. Jessica Andrade at strawweight, I don't think has ever been knocked down either. So, like I said, on paper, this fight is pretty fucking even.
Should also be a good one.
And I got Joanna by decision, but
I got Joanna on it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right.
But don't be surprised if Jessica Andrade gets a fucking upset pick here.
What else we got going on at UFC 211?
The number one contender, the guy who I think is the number one contender, Damian Maia, going up against Jorge Masvidal. This is a welterweight fight. Damian Maia, I believe, is like a 4th degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
It's pretty many degrees.
He's very, very, very good. He's very good at one thing, and he dominates. And I think he's going to dominate here.
What is the one thing that he's good at? I mean, I'm sure he's good at a lot of things in life. But
jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu. Okay.
4th degree.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So he's facing Jorge Masvidal, which is interesting because Jorge Masvidal grew up in Miami. Or around the Miami area as a street fighter. You know Kimbo Slice, right?
I'm aware of Kimbo Slice.
Yeah,
R.I.P. Kimbo Slice.
R.I.P. Kimbo. He used to hang out with Kimbo and fight for money out in the streets.
That definitely reminds.
It worked out for him because now he's fighting in the cage and making big bank for it.
I definitely loved the Jean-Claude Van Damme
Masvidal.
Street fighting movies.
I'm not overlooking you here, but Damian Maia is just on another level. I think Damian Maia is the underdog here. Let me check. Yeah, Damian Maia is a slight underdog. I don't understand how, but I'm all over Damian Maia here. I think if he doesn't submit Masvidal, he will grind him out for 3 rounds. Damian Maia, his main problem is in the stand-up and mostly the stamina. After around the 2nd round, he gets a little slow, and he starts slowing down, and guys start cracking him. And then he can't get his takedown, and shit starts to look a little sloppy, and then he gets starting to get banged on a little bit. So if Masvidal can make it out of the 1st round, he will do well. He will perform well. But, Damian Maia is just wrecking fools right now with the jiu-jitsu. He's getting in guys' ass. He's taking them down, and he's fucking choking them the fuck out. He just beat Carlos Condit, who was the former interim champion, who is a fantastic fighter. Great fighter. Could actually have been the champion not too long ago. Lost a controversial split decision to Robbie Lawler. Damian Maia put him to sleep within like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
night.
And Carlos Condit is world class. And not saying Jorge Masvidal isn't, but this is why they fight. Masvidal can prove me wrong, and this is another fight I'm looking forward to. But as far as I'm concerned, I got Damian Maia by decision. But watch out for that submission as well. All right, the next fight. Ooh, this might be my favorite fight. This is going down right now. Chicago boy Yair Rodriguez going up against Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar is a former champion, former lightweight champion, a perennial contender at flyweight. He is going to be the best fighter that Yair Rodriguez has fought yet. Yair's on the rise, and Frankie has had his time at the top. This is another fight, according to the odds, right down the middle. Right fucking down the middle.
Right down the middle.
Frankie Edgar's a slight favorite.
Who does Eddie call? What do you?
I'm going upset here.
Going upset.
I'm going upset. You got to have balls in this game.
Yes.
To make the right picks.
Absolutely.
I'm taking Yair Rodriguez split decision. I definitely think this fight goes to decision.
You heard it here.
Frankie Edgar is very, very good. He's got great wrestling. He's got great experience. He's got a great chin. He's very tough. He's fast. But I think the reach of Yair with the speed and athleticism and the kicks, because Frankie Edgar had a problem with Charles Oliveira a little bit, which you're not going to know who he is, but he just beat Will Brooks not too long ago. And he has a similar body style to Yair Rodriguez. They're both long and tall, but Yair has much better striking than Charles Oliveira. Much, much better. And as long as he minds his P's and Q's with those kicks, even though he's got to unleash a couple just to see if he can connect. If he makes a mistake, Frankie's going to take him down. He's getting taken down. He's going to get beat up a little bit probably. But Yair is no slouch off his back. And low-key, Yair can wrestle too.
His name is Low-Key?
No, low-key.
Low-Key. Okay, gotcha.
Under the radar.
I gotcha, yeah.
Frankie might go for a takedown, and Yair might flip it on him. So, you never know.
Flip the script.
But I respect both guys. Both these guys are great fighters. But I'm going with the underdog. Split decision. Yair Rodriguez.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here
Jerk of All Trades podcast.
Eddie's not afraid. Eddie
Place
the
your
jerk
bets.
ain't afraid to go with the underdog.
No. What else?
Or as I like to say in the gambling world, if it's 50-50, better value on the underdog.
You laid that out to me, so
50-50,
dropping
take
knowledge.
the underdog.
Yeah.
And so the next fight is a Milwaukee guy, Sergio Pettis, going up against Henry Cejudo. Sergio Pettis is a big underdog here, but I like him. These guys are flyweights, 125 pounds. They're the same size. The wrestling advantage goes to Henry Cejudo. He's actually an Olympic gold medal wrestler. He won the gold medal in the fucking Olympics, which is legit as fuck.
Did he do it with a broken freaking neck?
He did not. Well, he may have. I haven't asked
probably.
him. But
we'll ask him when he's on the podcast.
He probably did it with a lot less steroids.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, so he the striking I would give to Sergio, the stamina and athleticism, I would probably have to go to Cejudo, but it's close. And Sergio's no slouch on the wrestling either. And the toughness and the chin, I would also give to Sergio. I'm not seeing why Sergio's such a big underdog here. He's almost where's he at? He's almost a 3-1 underdog, which is pretty crazy. But the flyweights are a little bit smaller of guys. No disrespect. I'm just calling it the way I see it.
Yeah.
I'm 6'3", so
it's all good.
It is what it is.
No offense. Taken by them probably.
Like generally, they go to decision because they don't have the knockout power like the heavyweights do. The heavyweights, somebody's
someone's getting knocked the
one
fuck
punch.
out.
Yeah, they're getting that one hitter quitter. Yeah. Flyweights, they got to put that combination on them more often than not. But Sergio, Sergio is live here. Cejudo should be the favorite, but I don't think he should be that big of a favorite. And if I'm going to pick it, I'm going to pick Henry Cejudo split decision. But don't be surprised. Sergio Pettis puts it on him a little bit in that first round. The key is for him to make it out of the first round without getting taken down. If he can establish distance and manage the respect level on the feet, if he can crack him a couple times and defend the takedown, it will make Henry Cejudo question himself and question his takedowns. But, he's got to get out of that first round without getting taken down. And if he does get taken down in the first round, he needs to hope Cejudo gets tired quick because Henry Cejudo is just a takedown machine. So, man, I'm going Henry Cejudo split decision, but that underdog is live right there, and don't be afraid to put your money on Sergio Pettis.
Absolutely.
And then this isn't on the main card. That rounded out the main card.
Yeah.
Those are the big 5 fights that you'll see on pay-per-view. This next fight I'm throwing in because it's such a good fight. I cannot ignore it. This is going to be on FX. This will be the main event of the FX prelims. Eddie Alvarez, former lightweight champion Eddie Alvarez, going up against Dustin Poirier, perennial contender at featherweight and lightweight. I believe this fight's at lightweight, yeah. Eddie Alvarez is the former Bellator champion. He Bellator is like on Spike TV, and he was the champion there for a long time. He was the champion of UFC for a while there. And Dustin Poirier, man, he's no slouch. He's number 9 in the world. And let me look at the odds here. If I'm not mistaken, this is another 50-50 fight. See, this is what makes UFC so great. Not all UFCs are like this, but you get a UFC like this, and you have to pay attention to it. There are so many 50-50 fights.
Once in a lifetime.
And they only throw these out there about 3 or 4 times a year. And usually they don't live up to expectations, but I think this one does. This is a tough fight to pick. This is legitimately 50-50. There's no slight favorite either way. I'm going Eddie Alvarez on a split decision because that seems to be the decision of the night. Eddie Alvarez, he's just battle tested. It's not like Poirier isn't. I know Poirier is battle tested too. Poirier does have the reach, but I would give Alvarez the wrestling advantage. I would give him the power advantage in the striking, but I would give the technique advantage to Poirier for sure. Stamina, I would have to go Alvarez because he's been in the 5-round fights before over and over and over again. He's proven it. And then, just like the intangibles, I'd probably have to give to Alvarez too. It's just super close fight. Super close fight. I don't normally go split decision, but this is like there's a lot of these fights I can go split decision. And I'm going Eddie Alvarez. I'm not super confident in it, but this should be a great fucking fight. Great fucking fight.
Sounds like a good card, man.
This is can't miss.
Yeah.
May 13th, UFC 211. Whatever you're doing next Saturday,
don't miss it.
Hit up that UFC. If you got a friend that watches UFC, he's going to be watching this shit. Go to the sports bar. Go wherever you got to go because the main event is great. This whole fucking thing is great. You don't want to miss it.
Do not miss it.
So, after UFC, I'm going to be keeping my eye on that NBA playoffs.
NBA playoffs coming live.
Not as exciting as the UFC, but hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah. So what's going on the NBA front? Another subject that I'm not all that well versed in. So tell me what's up.
Chicago Bulls lost.
Did they?
Rajon Rondo got injured the day after our podcast where I predicted the Bulls to win. He got hurt.
So don't take any of Eddie's betting odds in the UFC, maybe. But
the sad thing with that UFC is, hopefully not, but usually a card that good loses a fight or two off of it. But knock on wood, that shit doesn't happen because that card is fucking fantastic. But all right.
What's up on the NBA playoffs?
Yeah, in the Western Conference, we got Golden State Warriors against the Utah Jazz, straight dominating right now. I think they won by about 29,000 points last night.
Sounds about right.
Utah Jazz just doesn't have the firepower to keep up with Golden State. There's like 2 super teams right now in the NBA, and that's the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers. They both have 3 All-Stars, and those 3 All-Stars score like a motherfucker. The NBA is kind of like a scoring league now. It's like whoever can get to 150 points first will win. Not that many points.
That's not the NBA that I remember growing up. Yeah, it definitely wasn't 150 point games all the time.
It's projected to be Golden State Warriors and Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals. Those games should go roughly 120, 130 points each team for those. If you like scoring and you like watching guys score a lot of points, this is your time now for the NBA.
Yes.
But Golden State Warriors are looking tough right now. They look like they're going to sweep the Utah Jazz with relative ease. Steph Curry's locked in like a motherfucker right now. He ain't playing no games. And, only games he's playing is on the fucking bench after he gets benched after scoring 20 points in the first quarter, and they don't let him play anymore because they got like a 20-point lead. But, Golden State's going to the Western Conference Finals. San Antonio Spurs evened up the series with the Houston Rockets last night. I was all over Houston there, but San Antonio brought it, and Houston definitely didn't. Games like this make me wonder about the NBA sometimes. But
in terms of,
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the athletes or the fucking just like, this like conspiracy theory. But
the fix is in. You think
Houston just did not give a fuck last night? Like,
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we've seen
Houston's main star, James Harden. He scores roughly 35 points a game. He had 3 points at halftime. So it's like, what the fuck are you doing, son?
Yeah, there's definitely been some shit in the past with the mob and stuff being involved with sports betting and making people throw fights and all the shit with
for sure.
with the MLB and stuff back in the day. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see some of that shit going on.
As a basketball fan, this is one of the better series in the finals here, or in the playoffs. I'm taking Houston. I think they'll win the next two in Houston.
Mark it down.
Tony Parker just got hurt. He blew out his knee in the game last night.
That is not good.
Yeah, he was on fire too last night. He was playing great basketball, which is a shame for him to get hurt because
did Ja Rule set him on fire?
Yeah, they're gonna need him, and it just didn't.
That was a Fyre Festival reference.
Knee didn't hold up. I'm sorry. I'm in basketball mode
right
now.
That's all good.
Kawhi Leonard, who's actually probably my favorite player in the NBA right now, that's not a Chicago Bull. I'm rooting for him. I've been watching him for a while. And it's been incredible to see his rise. But I don't know if he's got the supporting cast to help him through with. And when Houston gets hot, man, they score a shitload of points, and San Antonio isn't built to score that many points. So I'm going with Houston and Golden State in the Western Conference Finals. And I like Golden State to make it all the way through there.
All right.
It should go about 6 games. But and then on the Eastern side, Cleveland just destroyed Toronto the other night. I think they're up 2-0. Yeah, they're up 2-0. No disrespect to Toronto, no disrespect to Canada, but you ain't got a snowball's chance in hell in this. Cleveland's putting a smackdown all over that candy ass. And LeBron James locked in right now. And when LeBron James is locked in, you're getting squashed.
Sorry.
And so
even I know that.
I got my broom ready for this motherfucker. I think Cleveland has got the sweep going on here. But keep an eye on those referees. And then the Boston Celtics, man, I can't tell you how much I can't stand these Boston Celtics right now. Damn it. But anyways, they're up against the Wizards. I think they're up 2-1 right now. Washington just won their game against Boston here. So now it's 2-1. This is another one like Houston and San Antonio where it's extremely close. If I had to pick one here, I'm going Boston. But it's not Boston. It's not a call.
Boston.
It just started coming out. It's not a confident pick. Washington has John Wall, Bradley Beal, Martin Gortat. They got some players, but Boston has Isaiah Thomas. And in the fourth quarter, Isaiah Thomas ain't playing no games. I didn't get to see the game tonight.
He's playing a basketball game,
but he had 53 points in game 2. 53.
That's quite a few.
That was 14 more than LeBron James had in his game the other night. So Isaiah Thomas, man, when he's locked in, he's hard to stop, and I think that will carry the Boston Celtics in 7 games against the Washington Wizards. And then from there, it'll be Boston and Cleveland. I still think Cleveland's putting that smack down, even though I can't stand Cleveland either. I mean, neither of these teams are Chicago Bulls.
Cleveland Steamer.
But I gotta call it the way I see it. I think Cleveland's putting the squash on Boston. Maybe 6 games, maybe, if Boston's lucky. I think LeBron's locked in. And then from there, you're getting the rematch between Cleveland and Golden State. I'm looking at 7 games there, and I'm looking at Golden State. But stay tuned.
All right. So, so that was UFC 211. That was the NBA playoffs. So, little sports wrap.
Eddie the Jerk can't miss.
Yes.
Take those picks to the bank.
So, so switch it up a little bit. What I wanted to talk about here, little Black Mirror shit going on again.
This is super interesting.
Very, very weird because we actually talked about the episode of the Black Mirror that this is kind of based on in the last episode, and now this is actually a thing. So there's a new website, and it's called Completed, and basically it's a platform where you can, they're describing it as Yelp for professionals. And essentially what this is you work with people at a job, or, you are the employer or whatever it might be. And essentially you can, either with your own information or even anonymously, you can basically rate the people that you work with, not just a number system, but every single little aspect of them and who they are and what they do. And
if you had to rate me, what would my rating be?
Well,
what's the scale?
I was gonna say, what is the scale? Give me the scale.
It's got to be 5, right?
All right, so out of
RVD 5-star.
All right, so out of 5, I'm gonna give you
6, 5.5. Anything less than a 4, and I'm offended. I'm just telling you right now.
I'm gonna give you 4.0.
No, wait.
375.
I'll take it.
3.
4.373.
So, yeah, there's always room for improvement. So yeah, I think this is really interesting. Basically, when this shit is out there, there is no taking it back. Like, it is there, it is out there.
That's what I found interesting about this.
Yeah,
there's no modifying your
right. Like,
because if somebody gets better, you can't allow them to get better on your ranking.
Yeah,
they're just whatever the ranking is.
They are what they are, and they is what they is. So yeah, I think this is really interesting too, because the time in which you could basically keep yourself from having that presence online is basically eroding now. So essentially, you are going to be online, and you and the person that you are is going to be out there for, at this point, potential employers and, for anybody that you work with or know, to basically, put that information out about, you. And does that change the way that people interact with other people? Do people actually, like we talked about,
just like the TV show,
like we talked about in the Nosedive episode, where it became really saccharine because people were so fearful of people, potentially ruining their life and their potential, moving up and getting different jobs, because that's going to be put online. So yeah, what
says here, in the next 3 years, nearly every business professional in the United States,
going to be on there,
United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. They couldn't leave New Zealand out. They had to throw that bitch in.
Australia's there too with the Snapchat and McDonald's
New
employees.
Zealand will have a completed profile, completed in quotation marks. That's the name of the rating profile system.
Correct.
So this is like not nationwide. This thing is worldwide. And in the next 3 years, this shit's going to start dying. It's going to be like the Netflix of fucking rating people at work and shit.
Right. But it's not, it's not Netflix, and it's not the Dark Lord. This is your peers and the people that you work with. I mean, think about whatever your job is, and think about all the people that you interact with. And now think about the people at your job that, you just don't like, but, maybe the bosses like them, and, they're the favorites or whatever. Now, what if you could go online and you could basically put all of their shit out there anonymously? Like,
that's weird.
What would that mean for them in their job? And would it mean that people
somebody with two stars gets promoted?
Right.
Something's not right there.
Right. When you come in for your interview, or, you're trying to get promoted in your job, like, what's your completed rating? Are you a 3? Are you a 4? Maybe you have to be at least a 4 to apply for a certain position.
What if you're a 5 and you can't complete a sentence?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody fraudulent.
Well, people just really like you. They are talking about like cyberbullying and how they're going to be, keeping, people from abusing the system. But let's be honest here, man. Like, people troll the fuck out of everything.
Well, I think that when it comes to money and how much money you can make, because kind of similar to the TV show, they're gonna fudge it, man. They're gonna play the game. They're gonna put the cards in their favor.
Of course.
So if I was a big time company, I wouldn't put much money investing my thoughts into somebody's profile in here. It's hard to say 3 years from now if this is actually gonna be a big thing or not. I hope not, because
it's a scary.
I like to judge people in person.
Yes, absolutely.
I can hear so much about you, but until I talk to you,
right,
you don't get a feel for you. I don't give a shit what anybody else has to say about
you. Could write. You could, that people that can't interact with people in person. They can't, just meet someone new and like interact with them and formulate, a sentence to them and, kind of get an idea of that person and just whatever, just vibe with someone else. But they can go online and they can, detail out exactly what they want to say, and they can erase it and they can rewrite it. And
proofreading.
They have a whole nother shot at it. And so yeah, it's definitely like seeing someone in person, talking to them, and like really getting a true vibe for who they are is very, very different from, whatever a rating is on an internet website. But I think what we're finding more and more is that there are more things that are preventing regular people from getting goddamn jobs. We got robots fucking taking people's jobs. We got fucking this shit that's going to be making it more difficult for people to get jobs. Then we got fucking Snapchat trying to, have people get jobs via their service. So it just gets weirder and weirder the way that tech starts integrating itself into everyday life. And sometimes it's in, a really interesting and good way, and something that I think that's really beneficial. And then you have stuff like this where it's like, I don't know that this really works out for anybody but employers. Like, this is really employer heavy This is to their benefit and not to the benefit of, you know, your normal everyday Joe who's trying to get a job. No offense to Joe if you're a cool guy, but
fuck Joe.
You know what? No, I think Joe's a fucking cool guy. I know him in person. I'm not just fucking emailing him. I'm not just getting fucking messages on Facebook from him.
What it reminds me of? This is like a LinkedIn on steroids.
Oh, absolutely. I was actually thinking about this was definitely LinkedIn, but LinkedIn is very vanilla and, you know, like what your experience is and stuff. And yeah, this is like a much more detailed version of that and very no holds barred kind of thing is what I feel like. So
if it's honest and truthful, I kind of like it because those deserving that high rating should get it. And they should be allowed to make more money than the people with shittier ratings if it's truthful and honest.
Right, but humans are involved.
And if it's a giant clusterfuck and I get sent to an island with a fucking cheese sandwich, then I'm gonna shit all over this fucking completed bullshit.
What if we had Kendall Jenner on completed? What would we rate?
What would her rating be?
What would we rate Kendall Jenner from 1 to 5?
She gets a 5 on Jerk of All Trades.
I guess it just depends on, you know, what specifically, you know. What is
she's giving us gold right now?
What position is she trying to apply for, and then does she get 1 through 5? So
Eddie the Jerk gives her a 5, and she can get any position she wants.
Yeah, you know what? I don't.
If she's,
I don't really know what she looks like, and honestly, she doesn't really seem like that cool of a person. So yeah, sorry, Kendall Jenner. I don't give a shit how much you get paid for your Instagram post. You're getting a 1 out of 5. You heard it here first. 1 out of 5. Uncompleted.
That's not very fair. You didn't even interview her yet.
I don't have to interview her.
You got to interview her.
Anyone can.
Dude, that's like saying you can't. You have to sit down and have a conversation and see what's up.
All right.
See, even I'm inaccurate in my 5-star rating because I haven't had the chance to.
I'm gonna lay it out there right now.
But she's giving us that gold.
Kendall Jenner.
She's sending people to islands and making them starve.
Seriously. Can you continue to just be a complete media fucking fuck up, and we will have topics.
We appreciate it.
We will have topics for days, but I was going to say, I want to lay it out there right now.
Is Kendall Jenner even that popular?
I don't know. I don't know.
I haven't heard anything. Like when we talk about her, I haven't heard shit.
I never knew anything about her, but I'm going to say, despite all that, I've got 1 extra chair in the Jerk of All Trades podcast room.
Inviting her over?
For Kendall Jenner. If you want to come to the Jerk of All Trades podcast, we will dedicate at least 5 minutes to interviewing you.
5 minutes?
At least 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not coming on the podcast.
Depends on how interesting she is.
1 out of 5.
You know where the spotlight goes?
Right
here.
On these 2 motherfuckers right here. So we're not wasting 3, 4, 5 minutes on fucking Kendall Jenner.
We've really gone off track.
So yeah.
It's getting hot in here, man. You want to go to break?
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I had to say on that. And yeah, we're gonna go to break, and we're gonna come back and got a couple other fun topics for you. We teased our little monkey story, so we'll give you an update on that. And got they're turning spinach leaves into human tissue, so we're talking about that. Little DARPA action on So. Yeah,
that's cool as fuck. Stay tuned. We got some cool ass motherfucking shit. Don't go anywhere.
Stay tuned, and Jerk of All Trades podcast episode 6 is going to be back. All right, guys, we are back. The Jerk of All Trades podcast.
We're back.
Episode number 6.
Back.
We're going to hit our final topics of today's show. So if you are a listener of the show regularly and you're listening to all of our episodes, and if you're not, what the fuck are you doing? listen to all of our goddamn
If
episodes.
you're not, what up?
Seriously, if you're not,
Hello
you're not.
there.
If you're not,
my name is Eddie the Jerk,
if you're not,
and I'm kind of cool.
if you're not listening to any of our episodes, you're not hearing these words. I mean, I guess they're still going to the stratosphere somewhere. So maybe you're like they're resonating with you on
They're
a
going
different
to Washington
level
somewhere.
Yeah,
Sure.
probably. NSA. What up? What up? What up? So, all right.
What up, Trump?
So, if you remember last week, I threw it out at the end. We were talking about the float tank. Eddie had the brilliant idea of what if we took a monkey and we put a monkey in a float tank.
That is correct.
And so I threw it out into the world that I wanted a fun fucking monkey story to come into existence for this week's podcast. And you know,
comes with an asterisk.
Yes, it does. It comes with
It's
an
a
asterisk.
gorilla.
It's a gorilla, so it's not technically a not technically a monkey, but you know what? This
an amazing feat nonetheless.
This ties into a previous topic we talked about in episode 2, I believe. 2, 3.
I don't know. 6 days.
I think it was
London Marathon.
Yeah, it was episode 2. We talked about the guy who drank beer at every marathon. So
the beer.
So this ties together with this guy. Actually, he's a police officer in London, and he just ran a fucking 26-mile marathon. His name's Tom Harrison, and he goes by the name of Mr. Gorilla. And the fun thing is that he did it dressed as a fucking gorilla. And even better than that,
super impressive.
Even better than that, he actually did the whole entire marathon. He didn't just run in the goddamn gorilla suit. He actually did it like a gorilla would do. So he did it on all fours. It took him a long fucking time to do.
6 days.
And he actually did it for a good reason. He did it for a gorilla organization. I'm sure they do some.
That's true commitment.
Some cool shit. They are dedicated to conserving gorillas in Rwanda, Uganda, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
He got less money for this than the fucking $250,000 for that Black Mirror shit.
Yeah, he definitely did not get that.
An angel investor, and $250,000. This guy, 73 pounds.
Kendall Jenner got $363,000 American dollars to make one Instagram post about the Fyre Festival. This guy got 23,000 euros that they donated to charity.
We're slacking, man.
It's pretty fucking cool. And you know what? I'm upset that I didn't get a monkey story, but I think the most logical thing to happen here is, for charity, we need to throw this guy into a float tank.
Oh, shit. For sure.
And all proceeds go.
Get him a blowjob robot, too.
Right. You're thinking what I'm thinking. Two great minds think alike. We want all of that money to go back to the Jerk of All Trades charity for us to get a blowjob robot.
And was this you in the gorilla suit? That's what I want to know.
I am not at liberty to discuss.
I'm suspicious right now.
It may or may not have.
Getting the side eye.
I believe that. My name might be Mr. Gorilla. So yeah.
6 days you were gone, Ray.
I was. Well, you know what? We podcasted last Thursday, and I immediately headed out and did this fucking marathon, and. Then I came back.
And you're like, Eddie's going to buy me a blowjob robot.
I really wanted the monkey story.
It's close.
It's
super close.
I really wanted the monkey story, so I created this character, Mr. Gorilla, and I immediately left. I left the Jerk of All Trades podcast headquarters to go to this fucking marathon, and I slept on people's couches and such, and I raised a bunch of money for charity, and that wasn't the real reason why I did it.
That's awesome.
I did it because I want a goddamn blowjob robot.
Yeah. That's why I would do it.
You know how we would have got through this marathon a lot quicker? Self-driving robot bang bus.
Oh, dude. Robot golf cart.
Ooh. You know what I'm waiting for next week? I'm waiting for a robot gorilla story. I'm going to throw that one out there. Just going to say that.
A robot gorilla. Man, that would be
if we can keep compounding these fucking stories week after week.
Turn a gorilla into a human. He'd fuck everybody up.
I mean, a gorilla would fuck everybody up regardless.
Tranquilizer on him like right away.
Tranquilizer will fuck you up, man. If anybody's got some tranquilizers and they want to donate those to the podcast,
are you suicidal?
We will have a tranquilizer. Well, you go into ketamine is a tranquilizer. It's an animal tranquilizer, and people use that as
I can't do it.
as a psychedelics. Go into a K-hole. So. A little bit like going into the float tank. So yeah, let's dress somebody up in a gorilla suit. We'll give them a bunch of ketamine. We'll throw them in the float tank, and then we'll open that shit up, and we'll see what the fuck happens.
Dude,
what?
That'd be overpowering.
Yeah. This is just getting more and more.
This guy's commitment needs to be like applauded though.
Absolutely.
6 days he did this shit every fucking day on his hands and legs.
It was pretty tough for me, but it was worth it in the end. So I was not this guy. This this was definitely not me. But fucking
big ups to this guy.
Big ups to you. Good good karma is coming your way for dressing up in a gorilla costume.
Have fun with your
doing a
robot blowjob, Ray.
That's
Are we going spinach leaf or
I think
the lamb?
Yeah, I think we're gonna kind of tie these two things together. Couple little interesting science things going on in the world. This one dropped on Nat Geo. So basically, what they've done is they were able to turn a spinach leaf, because of the vein system in it, into a functioning and beating human heart. Like it, they
so crazy.
Yeah, very, very interesting. So, what do you think about all this, Eddie?
These scientists are doing a great job.
Big up to the scientists.
Yeah, if you can turn a leaf into a heart, I mean, that's like pretty awesome.
Yeah, they're gonna be using this for some interesting things. Hopefully,
if it can save people's lives,
that's definitely
the greatest thing ever, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I know some people recently that have had some issues with some heart stuff, and the science on that has already just gotten so much better.
We might need these for the robot gorillas.
Yes.
Get these robot gorillas some spinach leaf hearts.
Do they
make them as human as possible?
Do gorillas like spinach? I actually like spinach quite a bit. I'm a big spinach fan. So
what if there's a gorilla that's like all gray and old? He's like 89 years old.
I don't know, how long do gorillas live?
I don't think they live to be like 90 or 90.
I don't think so.
But that'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah. I actually just read some other interesting story how they found I don't remember what the actual species was, but they found like a species of monkey or whatever that was actually more closely related in DNA to humans than chimpanzees. So I thought that was kind of interesting that we're like still kind of finding, that we're more connected to primates and such than we realized, and so always learning more. But yeah, this is really fucking cool, man. Like, hopefully they're going to be using this for people that have heart issues and such, and hopefully eventually kind of turning these into like artificial hearts. So how crazy, you go to the grocery store and you buy a bag of spinach, and then you hit up your local super smart scientist guy, and you have him fucking make you up a heart. Just throw it in your fridge.
Yeah, man.
Throw it in your fridge.
As long as you got some spinach.
Yes. You can't use romaine.
Stock those leaves up in the freezer.
Can't use romaine. Can't use fucking iceberg. You got to have spinach. So
I'd be selling that black market spinach leaf heart.
Yeah. Was this why Popeye liked spinach so much? Do you think? Do you think that Popeye secretly liked to eat hearts?
I didn't see Popeye lose too many fights.
No. He was. What would happen if we threw
forearms? Man.
What if we
those forearms?
So I think what we realized is that actually Popeye really just needed the blowjob robot, because then his fucking forearms wouldn't have been so goddamn big. So. God damn it! Oh, sorry. What was her name? Olive oil. Olive oil.
Need a little more junk in the trunk.
Olive oil. Give it up, man. Give it up. Popeye. He's a nice guy.
He's been holding out forever.
Seriously, he's yeah. So what would happen if we threw Popeye into a UFC fight? Who is like the most?
He's pretty one-dimensional.
The even match for
All he has
Popeye.
Is punches. Maybe Dana White.
Yeah, Dana White. Who would win in that fight? Odds on that.
Tito Ortiz or somebody. I don't know.
Yeah.
Odds on Dana White versus Popeye?
Yeah.
Dana White 3-1 favorite.
Dana White 3-1 against Popeye, the Sailor Man.
Dana White can learn how to fight in like 4 days maximum.
Yeah. So yeah, and we'll actually touch on that as well. Dana White, if he needed to learn in 4 days, there might be.
He's probably more closely related to the gorilla than we are.
Yeah, he does look a little bit like he might be more closely related to the gorilla.
He's pretty big, but he's also pretty small.
Yeah. So yeah, fucking spinach leaves.
No disrespect.
Being turned into beating fucking human hearts. You'll have to check the video out. It's really
What's
fucking
the next
cool.
Story? Because I think this is closely related to the.
Actually, very very closely related to the spinach story. So once again, science is fucking bringing it. Yeah. So like preemie
2017. Mark all this shit on your calendar.
Yes. There is a picture that is I would describe it as horrifying. Would probably be a pretty good way to describe this thing, but it's actually
horrifyingly awesome.
It's kind of cool too. You basically like fucking preemie 23 to 24 week gestation lambs. They have built I don't even know what material it's made out of, but basically they have like replicated the womb system for them, and their brains and their lungs and stuff are able to develop in this environment, and they're able to, you know.
They've been working on this for 60 years.
60 fucking years. And
jackpot.
So yeah, how so obviously, you know, it's cool for preemie lambs, you know. I like lambs, they're cool, whatever. Sure. But I think the most interesting aspect of this is what happens when we're able to utilize this for humans, you know.
Sure. What have you ever eaten lamb?
Yeah.
Pretty fucking good, man.
It is pretty good. I'm as you knew earlier, and I've mentioned before, I'm a hipster, so I actually don't eat meat, so that definitely fits within that criteria. Yeah. But
I don't eat it every day.
I don't eat lamb anymore. So, but yeah, I think this is really an interesting development in, you know, the kind of the Brave New World, like pod people kind of thing. At this point, you know, they're basically saying it's not like, you know, they can, you know, develop a fetus within this from the beginning point. It's only after, you know, they've, you know, been developed, you know, within in their mother, and then, you know, they're premature. So, but eventually what happens when we're able to, you know, bring this to humans, and what happens when we are able to do it from the outset? I mean, what sort of implications does that have for, you know, humanity basically playing God, being God, you know, creating something? You know, does that, you know, we can question like what a soul is, or I'm actually looking at Eddie's headphone case, which actually is a Soul brand, so that's kind of interesting.
They're good headphones.
But yeah, you know, does that, you know, being have a soul? You know, is there a consciousness, you know, within that? And yeah, it's what do you think about all that, Eddie?
That's pretty deep, man. I didn't really give it too much thought.
Yeah.
Are you talking about sheep or people?
I mean sheep too, but it's going to be hard to actually like ask, you know, a sheep that's, you know, birthed from that beginning point. You know, we had the cloning thing that happened before. Yeah. So obviously it's going to be hard to ask them, but I think, you know, the same things apply. But, you know, when you have a human being, and, you know, what if we're able to develop that from the outset, you know, without a human mother, father, whatever, and we're able to develop that from the beginning points all the way through the gestation process, and, you know, it's birthed and it starts living life. Like, is there something different about that being than someone that was... I
wonder if it tastes the same.
The human or the sheep?
We're talking about sheep here right now, man.
You know what?
Does it have the same flavor as like an authentic sheep, or does it taste like a fucking...
I would be willing...
fake womb
I don't know.
Sheep?
That's a great question. You know, actually...
Like, okay, so people eat sheep, right? But animals also eat sheep.
Yeah.
So like, would it affect their... Like, would they still be prey upon predators that wouldn't attack them?
I don't know.
They tasted different? Maybe,
I definitely... I hadn't...
That'd be something weird.
I think
they would still get eaten anyways.
I think that they would probably still get eaten. I don't know that was like the deepest part of like what I was thinking.
I think that's like the Ray tries it. Ray's got to try some lamb or some
You know what?
Yeah.
If the scientists
it's
are
way
able,
better than the sushi.
If they are able to develop a sheep, you know, from the very outset and have it birthed, I will put on my gorilla suit. I don't know if gorillas are actually predators to sheep that are birthed in weird sacks, but I will put on the gorilla suit one more time.
6 days.
And I will, for 6 days, I will, on all fours, I will hunt these goddamn things down. I will slaughter this thing, and I will eat it directly on the podcast, and I will give you the play-by-play comparatively to a sheep.
Looking forward to it.
A lamb chop that I bought in the store, and see, you know, does it taste any different? So, but yeah, my most interesting take on this is just, you know, I feel like we're getting closer and closer to man becoming, you know, creator. And obviously, you know, we're a creator in a way, but, you know, actually just creating another human being. And yeah, it's a really, really trippy thing to think about. And obviously, this type of stuff only continues to further advance. You know, once we have an advancement like this, more people, you know, have that information available to them, and then they, you know, start to build on that. And so, where does this type of thing end up in 20 years? You know, where does this lead humanity?
This would connect well to our next story.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
If we create these people and download their brains before they even like kindergarten, first, second grade.
Yes, and we just have direct access into their brains and
super people.
DARPA. Goddamn super people. DARPA.
Are you done with the sheep?
I'm done with the sheep. Why don't you hit them up? Tell them a little bit about DARPA, man.
All right, yeah.
Because it's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
DARPA is it's gonna be like the Matrix, basically. If you want to learn some shit, you want to learn to be a pilot, you want to learn kung fu, you want to learn fucking.
Eddie wants to learn kung fu,
to be
right?
a gorilla for 6 days. This is your walk on your hands and legs.
This is your Bruce Lee impression time right now.
Oh man, I don't know. I haven't stretched.
All right, Eddie has not stretched before the podcast.
After the story, I'll hit it before the end of the show.
All right,
I'll hit it before the end.
That's all right. So tell them about DARPA.
Give
them a brief synopsis of like what is DARPA.
3-inch needle in the back of your brain, and you're gonna be able to download fucking.
Doesn't sound scary at all.
8-year degrees. We're gonna download doctors and scientists and fucking everything.
Yeah, you can just learn anything. So obviously at this point, this is brand new.
They're changing the neurons in your brain to connect faster, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. They're using what do they call it? They call it a targeted neuroplasticity training, and it's basically going to be a they're calling it SAFE. Who knows? A neurostimulation method that's going to activate the plasticity in your brain and connect your fucking neurons and allow you to be able to learn any sort of thing in a very, very rapid amount of time. So what does that mean for humanity when you have people that can just learn something that would, take maybe a lifetime, and they could just learn that in a very, very short amount of time? Like
that'd be pretty cool.
I think.
Could you buy it at Walmart or Amazon?
I was actually going to say. So
I want my download.
Yeah,
amazing sports gambling.
Yeah, they're talking about downloadable learning, but I think the big thing with anything like this is that knowledge is power. Knowledge is
for sure
not something that people that are in power currently want everyone to have. They don't want normal people to have all of that knowledge at their fingertips at all time. That's why, even the internet is a scary thing for a lot of those people, and they try to shut that shit down. So
who's against locking down the internet?
I don't know. Not Donald Trump.
Barack Obama.
Oh, Barack Obama. Shout out to Barack Obama.
Actually, I'm lying. It's Donald Trump.
Oh my God.
Barack Obama. He's such a great guy. Donald Trump.
I believe Barack Obama actually probably didn't want to shut down the internet.
Donald
either,
Trump. Free that fucking internet.
Oh my God. All right. So,
you knew about that, didn't you?
I would be willing to bet. If do not sheep me. God damn it. This is where I would do my gorilla impression if I had one. But you know what?
Donald Trump freeing that internet.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. Fuck Hillary. Fuck Barack and fuck Bush. Trump's in the
you're
house.
You're gonna be fucking a lot of these former
Trump's in the house.
Former presidents, but
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Free that fucking internet.
I think I think the bottom line on this is that this stuff
is. So in 4 years from now, would Barack have fucking shut the internet down? Like after 4 more years? If he had a third term, let's say, and Hillary couldn't get in because she sucked, Trump couldn't get in because he's Trump.
So they were just gonna put Barack back in?
Bernie Sanders couldn't get in because he's fucking too old and fucking nobody voted for him. Who do they put in?
I don't know that. I would definitely argue that there were a lot more circumstances as to why Bernie did not get elected, and it wasn't those things. But okay, continuing on.
Free the internet.
Okay, so we were not going to talk about Donald Trump.
And somehow, snuck in there.
Somehow Eddie brought it up, but yeah. So you weren't
ready for that one.
I was not ready for that. My big thing with all this is just
you like that though, right?
No, I feel like I'm.
No, you don't like free internet. You'd want your internet locked down instead.
I mean, I think you're basing this on the fact that somebody
DuckDuckGo couldn't save you, bro.
Who
fucking if they were gonna lock.
You think the Democratic Party was gonna shut down the internet? Is that what
torrent sites,
is that what you're saying right now?
All your fucking free shit.
They do that anyway, but there's always new stuff that's popping up. People that want information are going to find information. I think that this stuff will definitely be put.
You don't think the government doesn't have the trump card to the internet?
Let's not use that word. Let's not use that word. Let's not use that word. Right? I think that I think this information is going to be put behind a paywall, and I don't think that it's going to be made easily accessible for people because they don't want people to have information. But I think if it's downloadable, guess what? As long as the internet stays free, goddamn the Dark Lord, instead of
Netflix guy.
Instead of hacking fucking Orange Is the New Black season 5, which really isn't going to help you or humanity really at all. Instead, he can learn about global fucking, relations, or he can, I don't know, he can learn about, sexual relations, or you can learn about robot sexual relations, or any other
robot bang buses.
Even just language. Think about this. Think about how much more dynamic of a person you would be if you spoke a ton of languages. You would really be able to communicate with so many different people and understand a lot of different people, because obviously communication is such a crucial element of humanity. You've got to be able
Not
to
anymore.
Understand. What, we're just going to Google translate it?
Dude, U.S. has got that shit on lockdown. U.S. is number one language in the world right now.
The U.S., mind you. Let's. Oh,
I'm sorry, English.
Let's.
Should we pretend it's not our language?
All right. So this is the equivalent of someone from
We're going way over an hour and a half.
I don't know, Arkansas or Florida. That would be like, you know what? Those damn Mexicans. Dude, they got to stop speaking Mexican. They got to speak American.
I know a lot of immigrants.
Yeah, Eddie did.
Americans.
He spent too long in
English
Florida.
is the number one language. Just fucking look it up on your computer.
The U.S. language, the American language, is
English.
Is the number.
The King's English.
The king. We do not have the King's English.
Comes from Europe.
Right, but we do not actually have the King's English.
I believe the United Kingdom is
the King's English is actually a much more proper version of the American
I run that
version.
King's English.
No, you do not.
I know English real good.
That was.
Is there like a test you have to score above to have the King's English?
Yeah, I believe.
And if there is, I'll pass it. Doesn't matter.
I think after this episode, I'm gonna check out completed.com.
IQtest.com.
I'm checking out completed.com, and I'm gonna do a little rating for Eddie.
4.379.
Eddie from the Jerk of All Trades podcast, and I believe earlier I told him he was a 4.373, and he might have dropped at least to like a 2.8.
2.8.
I think he might have dropped down to 2.8. That was a lot. That was a lot of pro Trump talk, and I don't know that
you can't change it. It's set in stone. You can't alter it.
I edit.
I'm at a 4.373.
I believe I edit the podcast, so I can easily edit out that earlier section.
Dude, we totally got off NARPA or fucking DARPA.
No, but yeah, you know what? I think it's actually a very, very cool fucking thing. And I think if information is just readily available to people,
you can download college degrees.
Yes,
within a matter of weeks. I suppose.
You know what?
Days.
The free college thing, which I think is fucking awesome, honestly would be rendered useless by this.
If you want to be like an engineer or a pilot or anything, like learn anything, you can do it with this shit.
I think as long
as you have the program, right?
Another interesting aspect of this though would be obviously learning something is contingent upon your IQ,
Absolutely.
So
your aptitude for learning.
Now if we've got fucking, Joe Donald Trump supporter, who, wants to, I don't know.
Homeless redneck?
Yeah. Homeless redneck. That's the normal. Yeah. That's the normal demo for Donald Trump. But
in Florida, he was huge. Huge in Florida. You didn't see it.
I did not see it, thankfully. But yeah, they love The Apprentice there.
Florida, it's just that's what it was.
But anyway, yeah, you know what? Not to hate directly on them,
Trump was a 3-1 underdog in Florida.
Yeah,
crushed it.
Yeah, he did all right. But yeah, if you have someone that probably isn't prepared for that amount of information, and they have it, like what happens with it? Like that's kind of a scary prospect as well.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, like
it's really weird.
You're giving them
it doesn't give a time frame on this.
I mean, I think that this is
2 or 3 years.
This is definitely it's a very, very new process that they're going to start using, and I'm sure it's going to kind of change and morph as it moves along. But I mean, it's happening.
I think as long as you got that fucking the shit that goes over your eyes, that video game with the goggles.
Oh, the Google glasses that you didn't?
No, not Google glasses. The shit that Justin had.
The virtual reality thing.
Yeah, where the phone goes over your eyes.
Yeah, Google Cardboard. Yeah.
Something like that, but I think that would be the training, like how you put the headphones on and the fucking shit on your face, and you're just consumed by it.
I can't
kind of like the float tank.
I can't
cover your ears, cover your eyes.
I can't help but think as you describe that to think of A Clockwork Orange. So I just imagine.
Awesome.
I imagine you, dude. I mean, I know you've seen A Clockwork Orange, but I think I've seen it.
It's great.
So I don't know if you remember, but I'm actually describing the moment in which he is put into a room and he's basically locked down and he has his eyeballs pried open and he's forced to watch all of these super happy moments.
That's a great part of the movie.
I don't think that I really want this to be that, because I don't think that was the commentary that film was sending across there. So I hope that this doesn't turn into A Clockwork fucking Orange. Shout out to my droogs out there. But I think this is a fucking really, really cool thing. And I can't wait to see where this goes.
And do you think like a Dolph Lundgren, Rocky IV-ish is possible?
I think
they just download an athlete.
I think
or just like create it too, like with the lamb pods, like you were saying with humans. You create this like genetically gifted fucking superhuman, and then you give him the download fucking UFC fighter, boxing champion of the world, super elite package, right?
That would be cool.
And like he becomes this robotic human.
I was actually
just like programmed to fucking destroy.
I was more thinking of like Dolph Lundgren from like the original Punisher movie or something. Not quite as cool, but
yeah, Dolph Lundgren.
Was Dolph Lundgren in the Terminator ever?
I don't know. I was counting Rocky out in that one. I was surprised he got the W.
That is so sad.
You remember that fight?
That is so sad. So let's remember that Eddie told you the odds on the UFC fights, and he actually bet against Rocky.
I was like 6 years old.
In a fucking Rocky movie.
I didn't know any better back then.
So what we've learned today on the podcast, amongst a bunch of
Who
other,
did you think was gonna win?
Rocky.
When did you see it?
I don't know.
When was the first time you saw Rocky?
Rocky IV?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly when I saw Rocky IV, but God damn it, by Rocky IV, I'm sure I was.
Who died in Rocky IV?
Adrian? Or no, the his trainer, right?
No.
I don't know.
Apollo Creed.
Oh, okay.
Is a nemesis.
You have a much
Dolph Lundgren fucking killed him in the fucking first fight of this.
You have a much
man. You don't even remember that.
I wasn't a big Rocky. I wasn't a big Rocky fan. I was a Jean-Claude Van Damme fan.
That's a landmark moment. Fucking Apollo.
Why don't you tell me about the plot to Bloodsport? Can you do that?
Bloodsport. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Dude, killed.
What happened?
That was a great movie.
What happened?
He went through the tournament for his buddy that got his fucking ass kicked.
Okay, you actually do remember.
Dude, Bloodsport was the shit.
All right, you do actually remember Bloodsport.
I probably saw Bloodsport before you saw Bloodsport too. I was like 7 years old when I saw Bloodsport.
When did you see Bloodsport 2?
Bloodsport? No, I'm saying like also.
Oh, Okay. All right.
Bloodsport 2.
TOO. All right.
Oh.
All right. I'll give it to you.
Anyways.
All right. That was
yes, Bloodsport. Do you remember Bloodsport? Who did he beat in the finals? What was his name?
I don't know. He's the dude that trained with Bruce Lee back in the day.
Way back in the day. He was an extra.
I don't remember what the dude's name is, but he has big ass fucking floppy titties. What was that dude's name? I don't know. He's a fucking badass though.
Yeah. I think he was in WCW, right?
Was he?
No.
Probably not. No. I think that was Zeus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, but yeah. So, all right, way off track, but
way off track.
Way
man.
off
if
track.
you like the Jerk of All Trades, the fucking beer podcast, this is your part 2.
So that's I think that's probably
we like just shit on DARPA with Rocky IV.
Seriously though,
DARPA's cool.
DARPA
it's
is
like,
cool. It needs a better name though. What does DARPA stand for? Do we know?
It doesn't give everything. It just gives you like these.
I mean, I feel
paragraphs.
like it just kind of it sounds a little bit too much like DERPA, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just not a good.
I think they don't have a name for it, and they just call it some shitty ass name.
This is like the
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the development
guy.
name. So yeah. Well, I mean, don't be a Trump guy, and you won't be called out for being a Trump guy. So
are we at hour 30?
Yeah, so
time to go home.
All right, so Jerk of All Trades podcast, episode number 6.
Love you guys.
We
went off track,
yeah,
but I think that's what you like about us is that we go fucking off the rails.
We went way off the rails this one, so.
But yeah, we'll see you guys. Next Thursday night?
Yes, next Thursday night, episode 7 will be here.
Down.
There will definitely be some fun topics. We've already got some stuff planned for you guys, so definitely expect
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. Throwback some margaritas, and you know what? Much love to everybody, and we'll see you guys next week. So, bye-bye.